Looks like another raider group's moved in since we were last here. It's a clean house. Come on, let's head into Olivia.
Lots of garbage in the Commonwealth. Someone has to clean it up.
Hostiles inside. We need to take them out. Swear. Hey!
What the hell was that? You'd think raiders would run when they see us coming.
Wherever you are.
Poor raiders. They lost.
Raiders!
You know dust comes from skin.
Play with us and you die, you dumb motherfucker. Thought you could. See anything lurking, Dogby? You let us know. You did good. We're up, Pup.
Magnuson here. Magnuson here. You should be at Olivia by now. I trust all is well.
We did good.
It's me.
You should be at Olivia by now. I trust all is well.
Yeah, everything's fine, Doc. We're good to go. So this is where we're building the computer, right? Did you hijack atomic rain?
Yes, that's right. We'll be utilizing Olivia's satellite dish. Before the war, I dispatched the comm hub here for similar reasons. Regrettably, the bombs fell before the hub could be connected. But let us not fixate on past failures. Instead, we should focus on assembling the supercomputer. That is, if your chief is ready.
Let's get this thing built.
Indeed. Let's get started. Mr. Evans, you brought the enhanced ASAM I requested you fabricate, correct?
Oh, yeah. Got it right here.
Good. Now, this may be a tad more complicated than you're accustomed to. Nonetheless, I'll guide you as best as I can. First, take the improved ASAM and position it on a nearby surface. The sensor should then scan the vicinity for equipment and materials we can utilize.
This sure brings back memories. Here, catch. Seems only right you should be the one to do the honors.
I'd appreciate if you didn't toss around the delicate equipment.
Oh, go ahead. Put the ASM down on that desk there. Seems the best place for it.
Now, pay close attention, adhere to my instructions, and we'll have this supercomputer built in no time at all.
Hold on. Can't quite get this recorded. Ah, there. One satellite controlling supercomputer made to order. I think we're done. Whew. That was definitely more complicated than using a regular ASAM. But still, surprisingly simple. Madison sure came up with something special when he invented ASAMs. They really do allow you to build some miraculous things.
Glad he's on our side.
Speaking of, we were meant to contact the doctor when we were done working on the computer. He said there's still one thing left to do. But before that, I was wondering if we could take a moment to talk.
Sure. Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, it kind of feels we're coming to the end of things. Don't you think? Once we turn this computer on, one way or another, the war's gonna soon be over. I suppose I was just thinking, knowing what you know now, if you had the chance to go back to when we first met, would you do it all again? You know, ASAMs, settlements, taking on the gunners, forming our own group. Putting up with Aiden. Knowing how hard it's been. Would you still choose to do it all?
It's impossible to plan your life. Hell, I didn't expect to wake up 200 years into the future.
I see your point. Although I was thinking in more hypothetical terms. But you know what? Asking myself the same question, I think I would do it all again. And not just because of Laura, but because I've realized the hard times, they're what reveals the kind of person you really are. And if it turns out you don't like what you're seeing in the mirror, well, now you've got a chance to change that.
The ability to change and adapt is a fundamental part of being human.
Yeah, I think so too. I came to the Commonwealth to find my kid, but I ended up finding a heck of a lot more. I found good people, a group that I care about, a cause worth fighting for. And I found myself. All because of the hard times. And also, I found my best friend too. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I would do it all again. So I kind of went off on a tangent there, didn't I? But I meant every word of it. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand, shall we?
Thanks for sharing that with me.
All right. Time to let Magnuson know what we're up to. That radio on the desk there should be linked to the dock's comm frequency. Use it to let them know we're ready to continue.
You finished assembling the supercomputer, yes? But a few more steps, and atomic rain will be under our command, and the gunners will bother you no more.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Excellent. There's only one thing left to do. The supercomputer must be linked to the comm hub, or array, as you now call it.
That might be a problem, Doc. You see, the comm array ain't exactly as portable as it used to be. I'm not sure we could get it here.
I know that. Did you think the use of an ASAM sensor in building the supercomputer was solely for ease of construction?
Of course not.
Physical relocation of the array will not be necessary. The supercomputer's integrated ASAM will enable remote connection.
Oh, of course. Right. Why didn't I think of that?
Once the array is linked, I'll be able to broadcast atomic rain's access codes from my lab to the comm array. The codes will then be decrypted by the supercomputer before being relayed via Olivia's transmitter to the atomic rain satellites themselves. And then we'll finally have access to atomic rain's nuclear arsenal.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Very well. I shall initiate the link-up procedure. First, I'll establish a direct radio connection between my lab's mainframe and the comm array. There we are. Next, linking the array to the supercomputer. And it is done. Verifying connection stability and... Hello? What is this?
I know that sound.
That noise. We shouldn't be hearing that. It's the ASAM boot-up frequency. It's a dummy broadcast used only during initialization. It calculates the position of all ASAMs and any connected radio signals. Oh no. The comm array! Have you made any modifications to it recently? Answer me!
No. I mean, when we found the hub, we made some repairs, swapped out a few components. Then we rebuilt it into the comm array. Maybe installed an upgrade or two, but nothing recent, nothing you don't already know about.
Software! Have you installed any new software?
No, nothing. The only thing recently was a holotape recording from the gunners, but I checked it. It was clean. It was just a recording.
A recording alone wouldn't trigger this kind of behavior. Unless... the parts used to repair the comm hub. Where did they come from?
The Commonwealth Regional Headquarters for Voltec. They had this basement there, you know. It was full of...
Voltec! Of course! You used parts from their comm hub facsimile, didn't you? That explains how they did it.
Stay calm. There's no need to panic.
The comm array. It's been bugged by the gunners. They've likely been monitoring our conversations ever since you inserted that holotape.
Are you in danger?
That is a distinct possibility. I just connected my laboratory's mainframe to the bugged comm array. If the gunners are even half awake, they'll have traced my radio signal by now, pinpointing my exact location. I may be in considerable danger.
Okay, that's not good. But maybe the gunners weren't paying attention. You could still intercept their communications, right? Find out what they know?
Yes, I'm already working on it. Stand by. Patching us in.
Into Alpha Golf. Ready, con... Goodbye, Captain Lamont. Magnuson's position has been... Final engram tape location confirmed. Case Quincy. Repeat. Quincy. Troops ready to...
Blast it all! The gunners, Voltec, they've discovered my whereabouts. They know I'm in Quincy, and they know I possess the last Ingram tape. I don't know how they found it, but they know I have it, and they're coming to take it. You must help me.
Why didn't you tell us before?
Perhaps I should have told you, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Besides maybe hastening the gunners' arrival. Understand, it wasn't a lack of trust in you, but instead the crucial need to keep the Ingram tape's location hidden.
Of course I'll help you.
Dr. Magnuson, transmit the atomic rain launch codes, and we could hit the gunners before...
Don't you understand? It's too late for that. I'd bet 8 of my 12 PhDs they're listening to this very conversation. I can't risk transmission, even if we use atomic rain to destroy the gunners. By transmitting the access codes, we'd just be handing them over to Voltec. And with those codes, they're more than capable of commandeering atomic rain for themselves. And they'd use those satellites to destroy us out of pure spite.
Then, what do we do? How do we stop them?
I say we attack.
Hey, but that's what we're already trying to do.
Listen, we can't use atomic rain, but you also cannot allow the gunners to get their hands on the last Ingram tape. If they deliver it to their employer, the entire sum of my knowledge would be at their disposal, and that includes the atomic rain launch codes. For the sake of me, yourself, the Commonwealth, and dare I say the entirety of mankind, you must stop them.
No pressure, huh?
No time to waste. Let's get moving.
I have a plan, but our line of communication is no longer secure. Return to your headquarters, and I will find a way to instruct you further. Magnuson, out!
Come on, let's head back to HQ.
Some folks can move.
heard that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was theirs a long time ago, but hasn't been for a while.
The maps!
the Institute sends more synths.
Clean water. Things would be
Those
pretty
two.
good.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
The Institute may think twice before messing with us again.
Huh? What's going on?
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more cows. And no more selling either.
Hello once again. So, are you ready to continue?
All right, let's go.
Great, let's go then. Don't worry, dog meat. I'll keep him safe.
I'm looking for weapons.
Just another perfect day in Sanctuary.
Got a minute? You interested in coming to work for me? What have you got to trade today?
It's the calibration of this thing off again. Oh, for the love of...
Can I ask you something? Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
Can do.
Let's see what kind of clothes you got for sale.
Not a problem.
Need something?
What do you need?
I grabbed some snacks for us. Here's yours.
What's going on?
Need something? Go find what you're looking for. I know it.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? It's pretty long from here.
I'll take a look, sure.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
I was by your house last night, and guess what happened? What happened, Mom? Your grandma was playing the numbers. Well, you just finding that out? Well, what do you know? We found out. Yes, we did. We found out. Now we know. We found out. We found out that grandma plays the numbers. We found out. Yes, we did. We found out. She couldn't keep it hid. We found out. Now we know that grandma plays.
Hey, how's it going? Got a dangerous look about you.
I'm looking for weapons. What have you got to trade today? Hey,
Hey, can I do something for you?
let's see what you have.
Let's do it.
Calling any available science department personnel. Report to the medical center.
I'm looking for weapons.
Assistance is required.
Hey,
Hi, I just restocked if you need some tea.
can we chat?
I'd like that.
What's on your mind?
Mo, why is he so loud?
I'm looking for weapons.
Oh, hey, Chief. All the department heads are in a meeting. Seemed important. They're probably waiting for you.
What have you got to trade today? Hey,
Hi there. Sure, I can carry things.
Boy, bad security.
Good. You've arrived.
We know what's going on. Magnuson made contact. Well, kinda made contact. The good thing, too. We're already seeing gunners moving on Quincy.
So, what's our situation?
It goes without saying that we're on high alert. All staff members have been mobilized and we've bolstered our security measures.
Contact. How?
Dr. Magnuson transmitted some kind of signal which caused the comm array to explode. A rather crude message, but it certainly grabbed our attention.
Great! That's just great.
All right, I may have exaggerated for effect, but the transmission did blow out several of the array's components.
It forced us offline. But after some emergency repairs and workarounds, we got most things running again. And then this message started playing.
I must apologize for broadcasting this data burst. It's at the very limit of what the comm array's hardware can process. As such, receiving this message will damage the array. But it is vital that you obtain the data I am sending. It may take some time for our communications to be re-established, but until then, you must begin an offensive on the settlement of Quincy right away. I am housed in a lab beneath the surface of this town, and now that the gunners know I'm here, it won't take long for them to reach me. You must not let this happen. You cannot allow them to take the Ingram tape. Now, listen. I formulated a plan for your offensive. First, you'll need to...
This next part, we had a little trouble decrypting. Probably because of the damage to the array. Some of the message is missing.
Okay, let's hear it.
This data must be downloaded to the holotape you recovered from Vault 111 before you attack Quincy. The plan will not work without it. I regret not always being forthright with you. But I am now prepared to confide in you fully, to reveal all. Defeat the gunners, secure the Ingram tape, and I'll reward you with everything I have the capability to offer. And if for reasons beyond my control, we do not speak again, know that outside of a few minor annoyances, it has been a pleasure. Magnuson out.
He needs our help.
That's it. That's everything we were able to retrieve. We tried contacting the doctor, but the array, it's still badly damaged.
What's this data the doc was talking about?
Oh, yes. The message included some kind of computer code. We downloaded it to the holotape as instructed.
Despite the gap in the message, the code we received seems whole and perfectly viable.
But we have no idea what it is or what it's for.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work.
Right. The doc wouldn't have sent us something if it weren't important.
Regrettably, due to the corrupted message, there's no way to know Dr. Magnuson's plans for assaulting Quincy.
So instead, we put together a plan of our own. Only, with such short notice, we're probably gonna need some outside help to pull it off.
But our plan calls for more support than we have available. We'll have to make some compromises.
You've got my attention.
As I understand it, this Ingram tape is the gunner's endgame. Once they have it, they win, and we lose.
So obviously we need to secure Quincy, and find Magnuson's lab as fast as possible.
The reports indicate gunners have already overrun the town, and we can expect a lot more on the way.
Let's hear this plan of yours.
The strategy we've devised, first, aims to reduce the number of gunners currently occupying Quincy, and then, to mitigate the eventual retaliation. To start, we deploy a strike team to attack Quincy from the north. We make it seem like this is our main offensive, but in reality, it's merely a diversion. With the strike team preoccupying the gunners, a second team will cut a path from the HQ to Quincy's main entrance.
That'll be the defense team. They'll stop any gunners from reaching the HQ and secure the route to Quincy, ensuring a steady flow of our troops can enter. After that, our focus shifts to eliminating any gunners remaining in Quincy and finding Magnuson's lab before any more show up.
What about that second part of this plan? You said something about mitigation.
Mitigating the gunners' ability to fight back is partially what the defense team will be doing. But there are more avenues we can pursue.
Well, tell me about the options.
Well, this is where that outside help I mentioned comes into play. We ain't got the capacity to do everything ourselves. Well, we do, but we'd make a real sloppy job of things if we tried. But if we had enough people backing us up...
Then we'd be able to delegate additional roles to support the assault, such as making use of dedicated technicians to disable or even sabotage some of the gunners' technology. Not to mention the possibility of artillery. Range attacks on incoming gunners would thin their numbers, reducing reinforcements.
We also discussed the use of infiltration. Never underestimate the advantage unlocked doors and hacked terminals can provide.
Air support was also considered. In situations like this, having someone friendly in the sky would certainly help.
And last, but definitely not least, having reliable mission support would greatly improve our odds. After all, effective coordination is the key to success.
But like I said, we ain't got the capacity to do a good job of all those things ourselves. We need help.
Makes sense.
Thankfully, since the gunners first invaded, we've kept in close contact with our allies. And they've already agreed to help us however they can.
Keep in mind, we don't have enough allies to fill every role. You'll have to prioritize as well as decide which group is best suited to each task.
From the strike team to mission support, each task requires singular focus. So ideally, that means one group assigned to each role. Otherwise, performance is gonna suffer. Not to mention, some of our allies may lack the manpower to handle more than one thing. So, just try to avoid any double dipping, okay?
Let's get started then.
We made contact with our allies before you arrived. They'll be sending representatives. I imagine they'll be arriving here soon.
Until then, the HQ's on temporary lockdown.
After the meeting, take some time to prep yourself. Maybe gather any gear you'll need for the assault. You might even be able to sneak in a nap if you need it. Once you're ready, just take your seat at the table. And as soon as our allies get here, I'll send them up to the meeting room.
All right, everyone. We can do this. I got faith in each and every one of you. Even Aiden. Let's do this. For the Commonwealth. And for everyone else as well.
Sure is weird not being with the gunners.
Hey, Chief. It's time. Everyone who's gonna show has arrived.
Be nice to have more, but it's better than nothing.
Everyone here has agreed to assist with the battle. Although, some with a caveat or two.
The Nightingales are here to help, but will decline any role that requires excessive bloodshed. We are, after all, physicians, not soldiers.
NLTC won't be doing anything direct, but it's why I'm here. They're offering to subcontract my company to you. Hell, my boys and I are always up for a good war. It's gonna run you 10,000 caps, though. The princess authorized a discount, too. Lucky you.
You sure I can't get you to drop some more caps off the price?
Fine, fine. But only because I actually want to be here. I'll cover some out of my own pocket. It'll still run you 8,000 caps. That's as far as my enthusiasm goes.
Fine. Here's your caps.
Well, with all that out of the way, let's get to it, shall we?
Everyone who's gonna show is here. We're ready to do this.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I'm sure everyone already knows that. After all, you're the reason they're here.
There's no need for further discussion. Everyone here knows the plan. and what's at stake. It's time to decide each group's role in the assault. Remember, not every group is well suited to each task, and some groups lack the size to accept more than one role. So choose wisely. All right. First up, who here should lead our strike team? Very well. From who we have available, I'll pick who I think would do a decent job for each role.
With everyone aware of their duties, before leaving, I'll ensure they have all that's needed to perform their roles as effectively as possible.
Say, now that we got a strike team picked, we're gonna need to get things prepped for him. I think we'll need your help on this one, Chief. Me, Aiden, and Sal will wait outside. Come find us as soon as you're ready.
In the meantime, the rest of us will continue repairing the comm array, recovering more of Magnuson's message, and attempting to re-establish contact with the doctor.
All right then. We all know what we're doing. Good luck, everyone.
I swear, there are no more crazy ideas. What do you need?
Oh, I slept so well.
Yeah? Hey, it's good to see you.
What's up?
Hey, good to see you.
Good morning. Such a nice day to be alive.
So, what's our situation?
I think it's safe to assume each team is busy making preparation for the attack. Well, apart from the infiltration team. They left for Quincy a few minutes ago.
Speaking of preparation, we still need to secure locations for the strike team's diversion.
I've been thinking about that. There's an old military checkpoint just down the road from Quincy. Last I heard, it was under gunner control. If we took it, not only would it draw the gunner's attention, but it offers an ideal launching point for the strike team.
What do you say, Chief? Ready to lead some troops to secure the checkpoint?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
The military checkpoint's a solid option, but we still require a secondary location to observe the gunner's response to the strike team's efforts.
What about Hyde Park? You don't mind getting your boots a little wet? It'll give us a good vantage point, and it's got some decent cover.
Then that's what we'll do. Chief, you'll need to lead a squad to capture the South Boston military checkpoint, and then double back to secure Hyde Park before returning to HQ. Once you've done that, we can begin the assault on Quincy.
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
We know that. After all, you're our chief.
We've set up a command table that you can use to organize the troops.
While you're busy out in the field, we'll get everything ready here. Good luck, Chief.